Introducing circuit breaker room. One of the instruments which can be tested by an AMT105 is circuit breaker with a maximum excitation current of 2.5 amperes, which is used to connect and disconnect lines and other high voltage equipment. When a fault occurs in the equipment and lines, the CB automatically stops the faulty system. When there is a fault, the CB must be able to react with certainty and command automatically. The AMT105 is capable of testing medium voltage CB with a maximum supply voltage of 210 voltage and 2.5 amperes of coil current. By clicking on circuit breaker in the start page, the CB test room opens. In this room, by adjusting the required settings, it is possible to perform CB time test, contact resistance, and minimum voltage to operate test. Test object and measure tabs are used to enter the nominal information of CB and the results of measure test respectively. Test object tab. To perform the test, every room needs some information about the equipment to be entered in test object tab. In General Information tab, information about the CB which should be added to the report is entered. In serial number, type, station, feeder bay, phase, and manufacturer fields, the serial number, type, name, and address of the substation, feeder's name, phase number, and the name of the manufacturer are entered. In Operating Time section, the minimum and maximum allowed times in different modes are entered. Since open command is sent to the breaker bobbin, up to the moment the CB poles are detached is called opening time, and when the close command is sent, up to the moment the CB poles are closed is called closing time, where its minimum and maximum allowed time should be entered in the related field. Tmin and Tmax fields in front of opening sync and closing sync determine the maximum allowed time difference between the operating of 3 poles and closing of 3 poles of the CB respectively. Since the open command is sent to the breaker up to the moment the CB poles are closed again after opening once, is known as open close time, and its minimum and maximum allowed times are entered in the related field. In Open Close Voltage Settings section, the amount of open and close voltage of CB bobbin is selected from among AC and DC. Also, in supply voltage and threshold, the amount of supply voltage and the threshold voltage to begin the measurement of CB operation time are entered respectively. Note that when the voltage of the binary 7 or 8 goes below the value specified in threshold field, the device starts measuring the time. In resistance contact field, the ideal resistance of the CB poles are specified and the minimum and maximum allowed values are entered in front of it. All the information of Test Object tab is entered from test sheet or the results of the previous tests. In Extra Data section, in Date, Tested by and Approved by fields, date of the test, information of the testman, and information of the supervisor are entered respectively. By checking Easy Mode option in Accessories section, the wiring format of the tests changes. This wiring is in accordance with the board designed for CB test by Webco Company. This board is connected to the front panel and there are relays placed on it that can manage the wiring automatically, making the test easier. The number entered in averaging field indicates the number of cycles used for doing the calculations. This number is set at 1 by default. The more the number of cycles, the more cycles and time are considered for calculations by the software in AC and DC modes respectively. This increases the calculations, leading to a more accurate test results. By checking Add to Report option at the bottom of the page, this information is added to the report and the message the report was added to the list is displayed. It is possible to view the report by selecting Report from the strip on the right. By clicking on Delete Report in Delete from Report window, the report added is deleted. If Set as Default is checked, the entered information is saved as default, and by opening the circuit breaker room at any time, this information is displayed.